Today we're going to do a back-to-back roast of two 400-gram batches of Katera beans. Refitted the 2.0 configuration double insulated roasting chamber. Got it set to 435. I'm able to get a meter here. I'm waiting for it to stabilize. I had it set higher. We can actually measure the chamber temperature directly. So we're going to let it stabilize before we head out and start roasting. It's set to 425. You can see the temperature inside the oven is actually closer to 500. The 3.0 configuration was a very large glass chamber, and the heating element almost never cycled off. So I doubt we ever reach temperatures like 470. Looks like it's settling down. I'm going to see where this stabilizes. The light just came back on, so it's going to start rising. To 425, I'm noticing about a 40-degree hysteresis. The heating element comes on and it rises from 460 to 500. Previously, when set to 480, the light never really went off, so I'm not sure if I ever reached 480 in the 3.0 design. We're going to start here, first roast of the day. 2 minutes into the roast, with the green beans loaded in there, they're still green. The temperature has risen to 400, just under 400 degrees, set to 425. We'll see where it stabilizes. And a half minutes in, we're seeing a bit of a chaff storm in the bottom. Beans are still greenish, just starting to get to the yellow phase. At 5 minutes, with the oven set to 480, I'm seeing 375 on the internal probe chamber temperature only. 5.5 minutes in, we've gone from green to yellow. This was a pretty typical time in previous roasts. And that's with the chamber rising towards 400 degrees at this point. It's set to 425. Okay, at 7 minutes, the beans have turned light brown. Chamber temperature is sitting at 400 degrees. There's a little shaft misalignment, but by leaving the motor detached with a torque on, it just kind of moves around and adjusts to prevent any stress from being induced in the system. At 9 minutes, I see a little smoke escaping from the edges, a little bit darker brown. I'm going to listen closely for cracks. I think the 2.0 chamber is entirely different. 20-degree hysteresis as the heater cycles on and off. Maybe 30 degrees, ranging from 370 to 400. See, it just bottomed out and the heater just came on. Okay, it's 11.5 minutes. Just heard the first pre-crack and had that grassy smell emanating. Assessing first crack. I'm going to call it first crack at 11 minutes 45 seconds. So if we go down here, 10 minutes 45 seconds, so I'll pull it at 15 minutes 40 seconds. Okay, the plan was for a 25% development time, so that's 15 minutes 40 seconds. So I'll turn the drum off and pull the roast at 1540. Warm to the touch for a minute of cooling. Take a look at what this looks like. I think it's just a city roast. Big chaff, not all of it escaped during the cooling, but sticks to the cage. Most of it's separated from the coffee. While the chamber's preheating, there's the first batch that went to first crack at 11 minutes 45 seconds. Another 400 grams of the identical bean. I'm going to not monitor it minute by minute, visit around 11 minutes, observe the crack, and probably pull it at 15 minutes 40, trying back-to-back roasting. Same bean, same time. Okay, let's restart it. Revisit at 11 minutes. Make an assessment when first crack is. We have natural sunlight just as it turns from yellow to brown. This works with 500 grams. The tumble action with 400 grams seems very satisfactory. While this works with 550 or 60 grams, the tumble action with 400 grams is very satisfactory. Okay, we're seeing the same 30-degree hysteresis. With the oven set to 425, we're oscillating between 370 and 400 Fahrenheit. Approaching 11 and a half minutes, hoping to hear the first crack. Okay, first crack came at 12 minutes instead of 11 minutes 45 seconds. So we're just going to pull this at 25% development time or 16 minutes. Alright, I changed my mind. I'm going to pull this at 15 minutes 40 seconds, just like the previous 400 gram batch. So we have identical back-to-back roasts times. It should be within the tolerance, probably 23 to 25% development time. A little over a minute of cooling. Let's see what we got. Looks very similar to the first 400 gram roast of the day.